So I'm a student. I have to give this speech. I'm allowed to click the spinner multiple times. Gonna open the spinner. How many spins do you get? 3. Do I care if you take more? No, because I'm not watching you. I'm not the spin police, okay? So let's see what we get. First spin. Hope it's good. Please be good. All right, oh lordy, that's long. If you ever ran for a political office, which issues would be most important to you? Okay? So, that's one. Let's go for our second topic. So that's our first topic choice. How many chances should people be given? I actually spoke on that last period, so I'm probably not going to choose it because I like for my examples to be varied, but that's our second one. What is the meaning of a true friend is our third one. Okay. All right, so for me personally, which I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've never ever talked politics. Have you noticed that? Like, I don't talk about the election, I don't talk about the candidates, because I feel it's very important as an adult presence in your life that I not influence you or your opinions. But I am going to choose the political one because that was the best of the 3 for me. I didn't want to repeat, and then this one is too obscure, like abstract for me. So I'm going to pick the one where I can have clear points. So that being said, I'm going to post up back to, where'd it go? This slide. So we can talk about, now I have my topic. I need to have a creative intro, 3 points, and a conclusion that ties it in. So I usually never start with the introduction, which you may think is weird, but I have no idea what I'm going to talk about yet. And normally once I decided my points, an introduction will come out. Does that make sense? So I'm going to talk about, I need to decide my 3 points. So first and foremost, my guess is my introduction will probably include something like I would never run for office, but whatever. Like, we'll see. So my points are going to be probably LGBTQ plus issues and marriage and stuff like that, because that's like a huge controversial topic right now based on the new Supreme Court, correct? I'm going to talk about abortion, because why not be controversial? All right, like y'all are just gonna get it, okay? I'm gonna be controversial. All right, and then my third topic will probably be education, because guess what? I'm a teacher, okay? So those are 3 pretty solid topics, right? And they tend to be very controversial topics. So I'm gonna go with those main points. Now, if I were you, I would think and plan out what I'm going to say. I'm gonna wing it because it's an impromptu speech and I don't want this sample video to be forever long and I don't want to eat up your time writing out and planning a speech. So I have my ideas in my head. I may rearrange the order of them and then I'm gonna go for it. So I need to come up with a creative introduction, which I think I have in my head right now. And then I just need to make sure I have a conclusion that ties back into it. So I'm going to take a minute here, not a minute really, but 30 seconds to get my thoughts. Okay, here we go. If any of you are on social media right now, you see posts flooding of everyone taking their pictures. I voted, did my duty, took care of it. And some of you are nearly 18 and are upset and disappointed that you're not getting this opportunity to vote in this year's election. If I ever to run for office, which let's be honest, would never happen, the topics that I would focus on for my platform are probably some of the 3 more controversial issues out there. The first one I will focus on is abortion. Why? Because abortion has always been a swing issue in voting and in politics in the past. If you think all the way back to way before y'all were ever even born, to when the Clintons were running for president, the Clintons I say because Hillary and Bill were basically attached at the hip and it was a team. But when Bill Clinton was running for office, the Democratic Party really redefined abortion and how it was used in elections. they change the message from the baby or the fetus or whatever you want to call it inside the woman's body to the woman's body. That change of focus was a huge important factor in voting for that year. Women that never even thought about abortion as relevant to them were now taking a side that it was okay or it was not okay, or it's my body, it's not my body. So I think that would be one of the platform issues that I would focus on. Notice I didn't tell you my stance. Second point that I would focus on is education. As an educator and as a parent that have 3 children in the educational system, I feel as if we don't give enough focus and financial support to education. So I would talk about that. Talk about some of the things I feel should change, some of the things that we should adjust, the unfairness of the monetary value that's given to education in general. And that would be an important platform for me to focus on. The last thing are personal rights and liberties, specifically the LGBTQ plus community. We all know that we now have a new Supreme Justice that just got sworn in a couple days ago, right? I have a lot of people in my family that are going to be affected if that is overturned. I don't know what the bill is called, but I feel as if it's important that we focus on some of those things and equality, because enough emphasis isn't placed on giving everyone the same liberties and rights, is what I feel. And so if this Supreme Justice decision in the past is overturned, that will resort the decision back to the states. And since we live in the state of Texas, we do not support gay marriage. So therefore, my sister, who got married a year and a half ago to Samantha, the most amazing sister-in-law ever, their marriage will not be recognized in the eyes of the state of Texas, which means also it won't be recognized for like insurance, under jobs, and things of that nature as being their true partner. And that bothers me. So that would be the last and important issue I'd focus on. So even though I feel I would never run for office, if I did, I would be vocal about those issues and hope that I could claim your vote when you put that sticker on your shirt. Okay, so there you go. Was it okay?
Yeah.
What was my creative introduction? No.
People with a sticker.
The stickers. I was talking about social media, right? And how people are bragging. Did I get to the point of what my speech was about?
Yes.
Yes, but I didn't say, if I were to run for office, my topics would be. No, I made it more creative than that. What were my 3 points? Were they obvious?
Yes.
So yes, it was abortion, education, and personal rights and liberties, right? So those are my 3 points. Did I have a conclusion? Could you tell when I was ending my speech and wrapping it up?
Yes.
Yes, and I tied it back and I said, hopefully you'll vote for me when you get your sticker, right? So, boom, it's taken care of. I'm gonna stop.